This episode of Pretty Not Smart is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies Little Snugglers, now with blowout protection in every direction, sizes 1 through 2. Huggies, we got you, baby. Hey, Louie.
What?
When was the last time you went to the dentist?
I get my monthly rinsing receipt.
My monthly rinsing
I don't even know what it's
receipt.
called. I actually have my appointment coming up next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got to keep my dientes looking clean.
And when was the last time you, listener, went to the dentist? They've been putting off their appointments. I know they have. I know you have. But you know what? Why not book it today with ZocDoc? It makes it so easy to find the right doctor right now, and it's all online. You know what? They're probably going to be able to book the appointment before we're done with this ad.
You'll probably be able to go to your appointment before I even go to mine.
Honestly.
Mine's next week, and I'm going.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment.
To make it even easier, you can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical needs you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Appointments made through ZocDoc happen rapidito, typically with just 24 to 72 hours of booking. That's fast.
Mm-hmm.
And more often than not, you can even get same-day appointments.
I love ZocDoc, and I know you guys will too. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/prettynotsmart to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/prettynotsmart. ZocDoc.com/prettynotsmart. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Pretty Not Smart with your host, Yoatzi.
And and your other host, Louie, a.k.a. the baddest perra.
Yeah, the baddest puerquito.
Hey, welcome back to another episode. You guys, this is our first time back not our first time back, but this is our time back since our show sold out.
I know, me and Louie were shook it.
We were having a full crazy mental adrenaline rush. But before we fully dive into that, if you're not subscribed, you're definitely pretty not smart.
And if you want to be both, you better subscribe.
Before we fully dive into everything that we have to talk about, we have some stories, some cheeseman that we want to get into. We are going to fully dive into the dumbass word of the day. And we did end up firing Meh.
Yeah, he's no longer here.
So he's no longer part of Pretty Not Smart because he never had his words correct. So Yoatzi.
Liars.
Just kidding, guys. He's here.
We just removed his mic privileges.
No, he's just he's on silent for today.
He's
we
on
put him
timeout.
on. Yeah, exactly.
No, his mic wasn't working, so.
Okay, so I will be reading his word of the day. I just pretend I'm me.
Oh, so you're going to test me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, this one, I hope I pronounce it right. The word is bebesota. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like,
It's besotted.
besotted.
Am I saying that right?
Sounds like food.
Besotted?
Is it not even in that category?
No.
Besotted? Or is it like, oh my God, I'm so besotted?
I'll give you an example that
Okay.
May has right here.
What?
She seems completely besotted with her new boyfriend.
Oh, like in love?
Ding, 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 ding.
What?
The definition is infatuated or deeply in love with someone or something. And besotted, it has beso at the beginning.
Yeah, that's why I was like, besotted. But that sounds, I like that word. It sounds kind of like,
Are you besotted with Fern?
yeah, like I feel like I could actually use that one.
Here, man.
Girl, like if your friend is like not pulling up anymore because she's with her man or whatever, just be like, girl, you are way too besotted. I'm over it.
You're sour, y'all using it wrong, imagine.
I know.
Ay, she's so besotted.
I feel like it sounds like a fake word that we would make up as like slang.
Yeah.
Like, me, all besotted.
We're just going to be saying that.
Van a ver, that's going to be the new word.
Besotted.
Like, so fucking besotted, girl. I like that one.
I like it, man. That's my favorite.
Well, we are so besotted with y'all because Like we mentioned earlier, we announced our live show here in LA on October 3rd.
Yes.
And before we even fully announced it, you guys sold it out, which is insane.
Literally, you guys, 24 hours. We woke up to text from our team being like, you guys sold the show out in 24 hours.
Yeah, there's so much planning that goes behind all these things. And all I can say is that was not planned. Like we did everything and anything for the show and like to prepare it and everything, but we did not prepare for it to like sell out in 24 hours.
No, that was completely crazy. I was not expecting that.
Me and Yoatzi were looking at each other like, yeah.
We're like, hello?
So I just want to say a huge, all right, I'm going to get an award.
Hello,
Like, the Puerquito Award. I'm like, no, I just want to say on behalf of Yoatzi and I'm sure she has some words to share. Thank you guys so much for the love that you guys have poured into Pretty Not Smart. It never, ever, ever, ever goes unnoticed. I love every time you guys come up to us when we're out and about and you say, I was just listening to Pretty Not Smart.
Yes.
Or I watched every episode, or even if you're just tuning in here and there, thank you so much. And it's not like we take it ever for granted, but I think this show and how quickly you guys sold it out was almost like I don't know, like a reality check. Not a reality check.
I feel
How would you
like
word it?
So me and Louie know that you guys watch our show and love our show, but I didn't realize how much you guys love our show. And I
Yeah.
feel like that was like a good morning for me and Louie. We were just like, oh my God, like they
Yeah.
genuinely love our show.
Because we've been wanting to do a live show for so long, and everybody's like, why is there only one day? It's because we really didn't think you guys
Yeah.
like, okay, so we definitely feel the love, but this podcast is something so different than the regular content that we do.
Yeah.
So we just weren't sure how it was gonna do. And there's obviously so many other like podcasters who go on live shows and stuff. So we were like, let's do one show, let's see like how we do. And that was not the response we expected, but thank you guys so much. And it means the absolute world to us. It was definitely like a what the fuck.
Yeah, I love you guys so much. I feel like Pretty Not Smart is mine and Louie's like little baby.
Mm-hmm.
And we always try to take care of it, nurture it, and breastfeed.
Ah,
It's our real
bitch. Dale
baby.
nalga.
But I just want to say thank you guys so much. And me and Louie literally can't shut the fuck up about it. We're always talking about it and we're so freaking excited to see you guys and just have a fun time because it's going to be so fun.
Yeah, and if you weren't able to make it to the live show.
That sucks. I'm just kidding.
Bitch, fuck you.
No,
Vas a ver para la otra,
yeah.
they're going to be like, I'm not going. All right. If you guys weren't able to make it to the live show, remember, once we hit 200K subscribers on YouTube, there will be
Hello.
another opportunity for us to do something.
Exactly.
All right.
So hurry.
Yeah, the last time we did a little event for you guys was when we hit 100K. So that was
Yeah.
forever ago.
And
All right.
just a reminder, in case you didn't know what the fuck we did a very personalized dinner with like 15 of our listeners.
Mhm.
We took y'all to dinner. It was so fun.
Got some drinks and had some
We
gifts.
played games
Yeah.
and we did a club hosting.
Oh, yeah, our club hosting
We're like,
as well.
So, get us to 200K and we'll have a little surprise for y'all.
But thank you guys again for your love and support. And for those who have been here from the beginning, I know you guys have seen this show grow from the beginning. If you
Yeah.
go all the way, if you haven't even listened to our first episode, please scroll all the way down because I want you guys to see how much of like a huge impact you guys have had on this show to everybody who bought tickets to our show, but also everyone who tunes in to listen and just comments and leaves us review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, everything. Because we literally started in my living room
In his living
with
room.
no decor, and we were just like, hey, like,
Yeah, no, and I love the way our very first episode went. I still remember it was a test episode. We weren't even sure if it was gonna go live,
Mhm.
but we ended up loving it so much. We're like, fuck it, first episode.
Yeah, I feel like in some eyes, some people were like, not give it when we started our podcast because it
Yeah.
really was like a project from the ground up.
They were
But
like,
I think,
pobrecitos.
yeah, but I think for us, we take it with a big heart because it really proves that you guys are supporting the show and the reason we have a studio, the reason we decorate every season, the reason we have guests, and the reason we have amazing ads who come to support our show as well is thanks to
It's
you
because
guys.
of you guys. Literally all because of you guys.
Yeah, so thank you guys. We have a lot of greatness coming from the show, and we cannot thank you guys enough. So we'll keep you guys updated on how this live show goes. And if you want us to come to your city,
Comment down below.
Comment down below. We are going to be looking.
We're going to be looking for sure.
Nobody commented.
Well, speaking about our live show,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting anxious.
Why? I don't want to go.
Well, that. No,
Hey,
it's because you guys know what? And I told Louie about it and I told our team about it. I was like, sí, yo bien chingona. Yes, let's do a live show. And maybe a few days after we agreed on the live show and we're planning and everything, before tickets went on sale, I had like a moment to myself. I was like sitting with myself and I was like, oh, me asusté. And I was like, bitch, I'm literally going to have to go in front of people and like do the podcast live. Right, but that's when it hit me, and I have a fear of public speaking. I don't like being in front of people. Like, I'm almost spitting in the mic.
I know.
Look, there's a big ass difference because you guys are like, well, you're always filming content. There's a big ass difference when we're behind cameras and we're like doing our podcast here than when you're in front of a live audience.
So I'm not gonna go.
I'm like, so Miss gonna replace me.
He just puts on a wig.
With a wig. No, I'm gonna go, but I'm shitting my pants because it's a live audience.
I feel like the one thing that always gets me through moments like that, whenever I've hosted an event or or when I did my tour in the past, the one thing that would always get me through it, I was like, these people are here because they love me and they support all of my mensadas.
Okay.
So I feel like it's similar to obviously public speaking, but I feel like what fills that like fear is the fact that everybody there actually cares to see you.
That's true. Okay, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
One time when I was in college, I don't know if you remember, you had to take classes like, I don't fucking know, for like public speaking.
I did that. I hated that shit.
I had to take, it was called like public speaking 1, or I don't fucking know, but you like had to take it as part of the GE.
Yeah.
So I took it, and the very first fucking day of class, you know what? Oh, I fucking hate when teachers, I love teachers, but I hated when they were like, we're going to do icebreakers. We're going to play class bingo.
I like class breakers.
I don't, because I get anxiety. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to people. But they'd be like, go around and talk to people and find out things about them. And I was like, what movie do you like? Ay, no me daba tanta ansia, you guys. But this teacher, she didn't do that. She was like, everybody's going to get up in front of the class and you're going to present your name and whatever, just a whole biographical story about yourself in front of the whole class.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I'm going to be watching you from a distance and I'm going to like test your posture, your hand movements, whatever the heck you're doing.
On body language.
Yeah, she was going to read your body language.
Damn, that's big.
Like, that's a battle act.
I know.
This before I had an act. So I was so scared and it was finally my turn. And I remember so vividly, I went up there and I literally felt like I wanted to throw up. So I put my hand in my tummy. I don't know why.
You're making me all anxious.
I was grabbing my tummy like this and I was like, and I was like, my name is Guadalupe.
Man, you didn't fucking talk.
No, I was like, well, my name is Guadalupe. I'm studying to become a teacher. Like I did my whole biographical thing. And then right after she would give us notes while we were still up there.
In front of everybody?
Yes.
The notes?
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Because
nah.
it's supposed to help with your public speaking. So after I'm done, she was like, all right, Miss Guadalupe. She was like, well, I did notice that you're holding your stomach this whole time and it looks like you're going to vomit. I swear to you. And I was like,
you should have vomited all over
I was
her.
like, that's because I am, bitch.
Yeah.
No. But I was literally like, I just like smiled to like play it off. Remember, my hands were super sweaty. She was like, so next time I recommend maybe put your hands to the side, stand up a little bit more straight, and just speak more confidently. And I was like,
oh, shit.
she was a nice teacher, but I hate that she called me out because
in front of everybody.
I remember hearing when she said, it looks like you're going to vomit. Everybody was like, like laughing in front.
Yeah, that's scary.
And I was like, I'm going to just fucking off myself right here.
I would have been like, right in front of her. I'm like, you might be right.
I guess you were right.
You're like, I feel much better.
I'm like, thank you for calling me out. I feel great.
I
Le
know.
dejo el vomitado on the floor.
You're like, I'll see you at lunch.
I'm like, I'm going to drop this class.
Yeah, I'm looking vomito.
Yeah, dude, but I straight up have like a fear for public speaking, but I feel like it'll go away.
That reminded me of my instance. Was yours at CSUMB or?
No, this was at Cabrillo
Cabrillo?
College. Yeah.
Mine was at CSUMB and the class was over 100 students.
Oh.
And I remember my assignment was to tell I think it was to tell a funny story.
Damn.
That was so fucking heartbreaking, so racing for me because
a funny story.
so there's one thing. There's a difference between like let me public speak, and there's a difference between trying to make an audience laugh.
A comedy show.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh hell no, because like one, there's over 100 students. It was like one of those like literally como las ves en las movies.
Right.
How it's like a little circle at the bottom, and then it's like this huge auditorium.
It was a lecture hall.
A lecture hall.
Ugh.
And I was like, not only do I have to fucking sit in front of everybody and talk, but I have to make them laugh. And that was the assignment. So then I was just like, oh my God, what do I say? So I didn't want to freak myself out. So I literally told myself, because everybody was like writing down their stories or ideas. I just did mine. I didn't read. I was just like, okay, I'm going to tell a story about when I peed myself when I was a little kid at the ice cream man.
Oh.
And this was during like my story time era.
He was all good at storytelling.
Well, actually, I had just passed my story time era because I was already in college, but I was just like, let me just get it. And I remember I tried to keep my eyes around everybody, but I didn't wear contacts.
You didn't wear contacts?
So that I couldn't see anybody. I'm almost 100% sure that's what helped me. But I was so scared of being like, dude, no one's going to laugh. But it was, to my surprise, everybody was laughing. And as much as I hated that assignment, it helped me be like, you might be right.
Nobody gives a fuck.
No, it's just, I was really happy to hear that people actually found my story like funny.
A ver, tell it to me. I want to laugh.
I think I've said it on here before. It's when we lived in the callejon where Yami lived and everything. Y vino el pinche paletero and I had to pee. We had just gotten home from school. And I had to pee so bad, but I ran out porque cuando se va el paletero, pues se va. And I ran in there. Y a huevo, I wanted those fucking like chicles that had the RBD little pictures.
Yeah.
So I was trying to collect them all. So I was like, el pinche paletero. And like you would put them in your binder. Remember?
Right.
You would put all the RBD, like what characters you got, and you have to collect them all. So I went and so this is like the paletero truck.
Okay.
I stepped inside of the truck and I was like, me da este. Bitch, I peed inside of his truck.
No, you did not.
Yes.
I swear I didn't know this story.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense why, but the paletero no me dijo nada and I paid for it. I was like, and I ran away and I peed inside. And I don't know how he wasn't like, pinche niño chamac, but
did he notice?
I was wearing khaki pants. He 100% noticed. And the pee like all went through like down my leg.
Louie.
Pero no me dijo nada. So, señor, muchas gracias.
He probably felt bad.
He was our paletero that would come every single day. So he knew me. But no me dijo nada. And like I remember ordering and I was like going like this to the point where I peed.
No
and I was
way.
so embarrassed that you know what I did?
I peed some more.
Bro, I pooped. I just kidding. Okay, you guys. So to paint you guys the picture, we lived in alleyway. And where Yami used to live, you could go through another little mini alley. You almost had to go through Yami's apartment and this other house. It was this really small
I remember
alleyway.
that little alley.
Yeah, it's not even a fucking alley. It's just for like Yami who lives there and the other house that lives there, but we would use it all the time. So I went in through there so that I can go through the backyard of my house because I didn't want my parents to see. I didn't want Yoatzi to see or anybody. So me fui por atrás and I jumped our fucking fence and me metí al cuartito de las lavadoras and I think I changed in there.
No way.
Yeah. Because our cuartito de lavadoras, our laundry room was in the backyard. So I jumped the fence and then I changed because I was so embarrassed of anybody seeing. So I think that's how you didn't know that story.
No, I swear I did not know that story.
Yeah, I fucking beat myself. And that was a story I shared in front of. So everybody was probably like, yeah, iba al mío. When they would see me in college.
They're like, wah.
Yeah, but
Damn.
that was my
Cochino.
story.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure the paletero definitely felt
Saw.
bad. I'm
Yeah.
sure he felt bad. He's like,
Probably like,
pobrecito. ¿Quién sabe qué tenía hoy, chemión?
I know.
And then from now on, he was like, ahí viene el
I
mión.
know. He's like, quédate ahí abajo. Every time I go, he wouldn't let me go
He's
in.
like, mión, ¿qué quieres?
Yes.
That's so funny.
But during our live show, if you guys see Yoatzi a little nervous, you guys know why. But I
just need
think
a shot.
we should have some practice, and I feel like you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so too. I think also from what I remember when we were in cheer, we would do competitions and stuff like that. And
yeah.
when we would do competitions, I remember our coach would tell us like, girls, do not be afraid of like public speaking or anything like that. Remember, there's going to be really bright lights in your face, so you won't even be able to see the audience. And I was like, you're right. So I think I'm like picturing that right now. I'm like, maybe once we're on stage, the lights will be so bright, I won't necessarily see the faces. All
No.
right. I probably will. Yeah,
No, I
I
was
probably
like,
will.
because I think Addie did a show there as well when he went on tour. So I've been there. And you get to everybody. You'll be
Damn!
able to see if exactly what they're doing.
It's okay. I'll be fine. I'll take 30 shots.
So if you guys see Yoatzi on stage, I can like cara.
They're gonna.
They're like,
I'll be like,
Yes.
Louie, I'm leaving.
I know.
He's gonna be like, hey, it's just Louie's show.
I
Louie's live.
know. For real. Take off the pretty not smart, just put Louie's live.
He's like, it's my show.
No, I know you'll be perfectly fine.
Well, speaking about all these fears, I wanted to dive into maybe some irrational fears that we have and that I'm pretty sure other people have. And they're just like fucking stupid fears. For example, one that I recently realized that I have, and I've had since like I was a mocosa. It's gonna sound so stupid to you. I'm afraid of movie theater bathrooms.
I can see that.
I just feel like in my life I have seen so many
So Mary.
so many scary movies at the movie theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and for whatever fucking reason, movie theater bathrooms are always quiet and empty. And it's
Yeah.
bitch, it's always just me.
It looks like haunted.
It looks so scary. And every time I go to a movie theater, because me and Alex have been going a lot for like date nights, every time I go, I get anxious and I'm like,
Yeah, they're
looking
scary.
around, and I'm like closing the door and I'm like so cautious. And in my head, one of the last times I went, I was like, bitch, why is this a fear of mine? Like,
Yeah.
I literally feel like fucking Freddy Krueger's gonna be like, ting, 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 on top of the bathroom with like a knife. And I'm genuinely like fucking scared of them. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to talk about this on the podcast because I can't be the only fucking motherfucking bitch that's scared of movie theater bathrooms.
I feel like I could see that. Because for me, it's like every time I leave watching a movie, I don't know, that's still like lingering around me. So if I have to go into the restroom in there, I'm like,
Por eso te dan
they're,
como
like, scary.
ansias. Yeah. And literally, they're always empty. The only time I'm not afraid is if like we go to like a movie premiere. Like for example, on last Friday, Freaky Friday came out. It was like packed with people,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Or when I went to go see the Lilo and Stitch movie, it was on
Hella people
premiere
there.
day. It was hella people, so the bathroom's packed. And I'm like, okay.
Hi, you're like, ahora sí meo.
Yeah, ahora sí meo bien a gusto. But no, bitch, when it's just like me in the toilet, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's scary.
I feel like someone's going to be like,
Ew, under the stall. You're like,
yeah. Or, I don't know. I just have seen too many fucking scary movies. So those freak me the fuck out.
Well, I have another irrational fear that actually everybody was asking us about.
Dun, dun.
Did you see that clip on TikTok where somebody clipped our sneaking out video and they were like, I had so much FOMO and I need to know what the hell you guys were scared of in this video.
I saw, and then somebody was like, 5 years later, and I still want to know what the fuck they were scared of. And they were like, tell us on the podcast.
I'm going to find the clip, the exact clip that somebody posted, and we'll post that on our TikTok page and our Instagram page. But I totally forgot about that until somebody like clipped it and they're like, it's 5 years later and I still want to know what the hell.
Yes.
So I feel like that falls into irrational fear, and it literally is going to fit perfectly with this because we need to give you guys the lore.
We need to give you guys the lore. It's a whole story. But look, we read your comments and we're going to tell you the story.
And the reason we didn't further explain during that time, I remember I even thought about taking that whole part out, but I left it in there because it was really funny. But we still lived in that neighborhood, so we fully couldn't give you guys the lore.
We couldn't give you the lore because it was going to make it scarier if we did.
No, it's just he was going to fucking see it.
Exactly, and it would make it scarier.
Because that's where I started doing like social media, so my whole neighborhood knew, and like I just knew that video was going to come around to him at that time. But this is when we still lived in Watsonville with our parents. This is when Yoatzi lived in the garage, and then I had like my room on the second living room, and Andrea was the only one with a real fucking room. I don't fucking know. But when we snuck out, I don't even know how to start this story. Should we just like explain him or? So it was a man.
It was a big man. No.
It was a scary man in our neighborhood who would give us the chiviricas.
Yes.
And during that clip, the reason we got so scared is because this man was like this man was creepy.
He was scary.
He
You
was
guys.
on something. I don't know what he was on or what he was doing, but he was really creepy. Sometimes he would slightly wave at us. Sometimes he would ignore us. Sometimes he wouldn't look at us.
So it was like a hit or miss every single time.
Mhm.
But I think what made it really scary. You tell me I'm scared.
Tell what?
He broke into our backyard.
Be sure to give you guys the whole climax. To give you guys more lore of him. So the reason we were scared is because he would always at night, he would be in his little bike. Always.
Yes, dude.
So that I think that clip was even before he broke into our backyard, because I don't think we would have found it that funny knowing like what he actually did.
Yeah.
But this was during the time where like he would sometimes wave at us, he'd sometimes ignore us, he wouldn't make eye contact with us. He would go to his car and chill in his car at night, like really late, and we didn't know what the fuck he was doing there. Or he'd be walking around the neighborhood really late at night. But the number one thing, which is why in that video I think we say he's in his little bike.
His little bike.
Because whether I was driving back home from somewhere, I would randomly just see him in his little bike. And I was like,
yes. And like always like on the street, just like in his little bike. And I feel like it was mainly at nighttime. That's why I was
always at
more
night.
afraid, because Louie's videos were sneaking out at 3 a.m. So
Yes.
it was late at night. So for us, it just made sense. We're like, bitch, what if we see him in like his little bike?
And I would be playing outside with like my friends sometimes, and it would be at nighttime and he'd be there. Or the times that we've snuck out, bitch, I swear to you, when I would sneak out, he'd be like,
always.
So it's just
and
like,
you guys have known, me and Louie have talked about like stories where we snuck out together to go do travesuras.
yeah.
And we would always see him.
Yeah. So
I'm sure he saw us sneaking out.
no, he
multiple
did. It was very
times.
much just like, shh, all right. Like he was
He's like, shh.
yeah. So in that video, so hearing this whole lore of him, this guy just being creepy and whatnot. In that video, we were like chilling in the car in front of the house, and then so we're like, imagine so and so pops up, so we're like, because it's like
we
were like scared
in real life time.
And the reason we cover our ears and we're screaming and stuff is because I fully was like, if I look in the fucking rear view mirror, he's gonna be like, or we were just scared that we were gonna see his little bike pass us. Like it was fully like I could see him being there. So that's why we all started screaming, because it was like oh my god.
We kept like scaring each other. We're like making it worse. And I feel like you could hear us in the video be like, shh, like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like
but
why are you saying that right now?
Right. We kept just scaring each other. So I was just covering my ears to like protect me. I don't know.
But that's when it was still funny.
Yes.
It was funny until it wasn't.
I'm so glad like during that time we didn't talk about it, because it maybe would have gotten worse.
It's because he never did anything to us. He never like even really talked to us or anything, but it's just he moved really like creepy, and he was always just being suspicious and stuff. But there was this one time, this is when things stopped being funny.
Yeah, and they were really scary.
There was this one time that I think Yoatzi might remember the story better in detail, but to give you guys like an overall of what happened, my mom heard something in the backyard. This is from what I remember. You could tell it differently if it happened differently. But when I remember, my mom heard something in the backyard. She was like, what the fuck is that in the backyard? So she goes to check, and I guess she sees like a hat on the floor. Mind you, this guy always wore hats. Well, almost always.
Yeah.
And she found a hat, and she was like, what the fuck? So she's like, okay, his hat is in our backyard. I heard this loud ass noise. So she's looking. Okay, so in our backyard, our backyard was pretty big. We had this outdoor, like, what would you call it? It wasn't a balcony.
Like a porch?
Like a porch, yeah. And all the way in the corner, my mom is like flashing her light. Bitch, tell me why she flashes her light, and he's in the corner.
Like crouched
down, like covering his face. When I tell you guys, y'all don't know my child will put up the bun. My mom is not afraid of anything. Instead of like my dad, because my dad didn't even know what was going on, but my mom goes up to him, she's like, what the fuck are you doing in our yard?
Yes.
And it's fully like in his face. And like the reason I say my mom doesn't give a fuck is because I feel like I fully would have been like, and like ran inside, or I would have called the cops, or I would have grabbed the bat. But my mom fully goes, she's like, what the fuck are you doing in our backyard? She starts yelling at him. She's like, get out. And the guy's like,
well, I don't know what he was going through in that moment. I kind of want to say maybe he was drugged. I don't know. Because, that happened, and my mom was literally telling him, dude, my mom is crazy, you guys. I literally, if I would have seen that, would have been like, I would have ran the fuck away.
I wouldn't even try to making out like who it was. I would have been like,
I would have dipped. Called 911. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. I would have freaked out. But my mom, she literally went all the way to the corner. Was like, what the? And she had a flashlight.
Yeah.
And she was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. And the guy, I think he like finally looked up and realized it was my mom.
Literally, even that image of him looking up, it makes me want to scream.
Looked at
like,
my mom and he just kept saying, I'm sorry. He was like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, he literally just kept saying sorry. Mom was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, get the fuck out of my house.
He was like disoriented and saying something that he was trying to like hide.
He was trying to hide because he said that people were like coming for him or that they were going to come get him.
But it was like paranoia. Like nobody was actually coming for him.
Because my mom, she fucking like got his ass out of the backyard. And then my mom I think that's when she told my dad and they kind of went like out looking. I don't know why my parents were so brave.
My mom's first thing was like, get the fuck out of my house. I don't give a fuck what's happening or but you're not bringing anything to my house.
Yes.
Ashley motherfucking shush was protecting her children. But she called my dad and they both were like, get the fuck out, blah, blah, blah. But the guy, he looked, I say disoriented because he wasn't just like, oh my God, like I'm hiding. No, he was like fully like going crazy, like whatever. So, my parents are still giving him the benefit of the doubt. So they're like, let's go check, like what's going on? Like, do we need to call 911? Like, who's following you? So my parents check. My dad even goes as far as to getting in his car and is like looking and they don't see anything. And then what really like confirmed what was happening is I think the next day my mom went to the house where this man lived and she talked to somebody that lived with him and she was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but if he ever fucking comes to my house again, I will call the cops. Because my mom was still even nice enough to be like, you broke into my house, but I'm not calling the cops because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And I think somebody living in the house was just like oh, he's going through something, but there was nobody following him. So literally. I don't want to diagnose him or what the hell was going on. But yeah, the lady was just like, this has happened before and I'm so sorry. I guess, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but he just thought of like breaking into our house and hiding.
I'm just glad he didn't actually like go in our home.
Oh hell no! That would have been ugly.
That would have been the scariest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I feel like in his head he probably did think somebody was following him because he was just crouched down and like trying to hide from something in our freaking backyard. But I'm so glad my mom put up a bun. And she was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, y les dio una regañada, both like the people in that house and him. And ever since then, I feel like we never had another encounter with him. I feel like we wouldn't even like see him anymore. It was like he was like hiding away.
Almost like encerrado.
Yeah.
Did you? I never had a conversation with him. Did you?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Very like slight.
Like, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, like very like kind of like that. But it was just so awkward. Like even sometimes like I'd be coming home and I would see him and I'd get off my car and it was just very much like, I don't look at you, you don't look at me.
Yeah, those are the vibes. It was so awkward.
Yeah, and he was always outside. Like whether it was daytime, nighttime, or whatever it may be. But yeah, that was fucking creepy. And I remember when he broke into the house not broke into the house, I don't even want to say that. When he broke into our yard, that's when like, oh hell no.
It's not funny no more. This episode of Pretty Not Smart is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies is the only leading brand with all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. All my parents out there know that there is nothing worse than a blowout, especially when they happen when you least expect it and then you don't have extra clothes for the baby. Oh my God, that has happened to me more times than I would have liked. But thanks to Huggies Little Snugglers, that is not a problem anymore. Huggies Little Snugglers are up to 100% leak-proof with blowout protection in the front and back on sizes 1 and 2, so you can feel confident relying on them for your little ones. Huggies Little Snugglers, now with blowout protection in every direction, sizes 1 through 2. Huggies, we got you, baby.
This episode of Pretty Not Smart is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., Booking.com has the ideal summer stay for anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please. Whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your family, no importa for who, Booking.com has a booking for anyone, so you can find exactly what you're looking for. I have a pretty big family and I have a lot of friends and we have our partners and it's just a big group every time we travel. But one of our essentials whenever we're going to travel is everyone needs their own room. We don't like to share rooms. Each partner has their own room. My parents have their own room. My friends have their own room. And sometimes that seems a little crazy because there's so many of us. But if we can find the perfect booking for all of us, I know booking.com has it for y'all too. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah. Book today on their site or on the app. I love furnishing my home, but what I don't like is those super expensive price tags. For the longest time now, I've been buying so much furniture for mi casa that includes mirrors, lamps, beds, couches, and it has always added up to a huge amount. And that takes all the fun away from it because I get all excited to buy all these things. I picture it perfectly in my home. But when it comes to paying, I'm like, I know I'm not paying for that. It's funny because one of my amigas recently told me about dupe.com and how I wish I knew about this when I was buying furniture for my house. Well, not even just furniture. It also works for fashion, jewelry, shoes, and so much more, but it's literally in the name. Dupe.com. Dupe.com is a genius tool that helps you find high quality, budget friendly versions of the expensive pieces you've been trying to get. Yo sé que a todos nos ha pasado when you see something, you fall in love with it, and then you see that price and it's just not gonna work out. The best thing about it is that it is super easy to use. Let me put y'all on. All you have to do is type what you are looking for and type / in front of any product URL. Y facilito, bam, it shows you lookalikes that won't drain your saving account. And no, they are not shady knockoffs. It's the same vibe, same plushiness, but you don't have to sell literally a kidney to get it. I've also been hearing so much about it on TikTok. There's people showing off like super expensive couches. Then they go to dupe.com and find almost the exact same thing, but way more affordable. Dupe.com is super easy to use. Just type dupe.com / before any product URL in your browser, and boom, ahí te salen los results. They even have an app and browser extension that you can download. No account required, no sign up required. It's completely free to use. Stop wasting money on brand names and start saving with dupe.com today. This episode is brought to you by Google Gemini. College students, do you know you can turn the most complex topics into simplified ideas or hours of research into just minutes? How about turning class notes into practice quizzes that help you get the big idea? With Google Gemini, you can do all of that and more. You can even turn long reads into quick listens because what could be better than a podcast? I just know this would have been a huge game changer for me in high school, even college. I hated how much I had to reread some things because I couldn't get it. I just needed it to be simplified, made it easier for me to understand because y'all know I'm pretty not smart. So many of the times when I was trying to like learn something, I would even go to Yoatzi and I'd be like, hey, can you simplify this for me? Because I don't get it. There was just so many things that were overcomplicated for no reason. And when it would be simplified for me, I'd be like, I get it now. Or even just studying. This could have been such a huge help for me when it came to studying for these tests at the end of the year. I would have all these notes that I would write down, but when it actually came to studying, I was like, how am I supposed to like study for this? Or what do I do? Or how do I get the ball rolling? And you're telling me that I could just put all of my class notes into Google Gemini and it'll give me questions to prep me for my quiz? Let me go back in time. The great news is students get Google Gemini's Pro plan free for 1 year. Sign up by October 6th to get free access to Gemini 2.5 Pro. Unlimited image uploads, deep research, notebook LM, 2 terabytes of storage, and more. Visit gemini.google/students to learn more and sign up. Terms apply.
I was gonna say, I know us with like people in our neighborhoods.
Like there's just always
it's
somebody.
always like something.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you guys finally know the lore of that story and where it came from. Still know you would be scared too.
Yeah, that was hella scary.
That was hella scary.
Yeah, that's why we were always like, dun dun. And when that video came out, it was still funny.
Yeah, but then it got really scary. I keep telling Louie, you guys tell him with me
What?
that we should do another sneaking at 3 a.m. video.
It's because it's hot.
It's hot?
No,
It's hot?
No,
Oh.
I said it's hard.
Oh, I thought you said it's too hot.
No, it's just because like, it's because the funny thing of them before was like, we really tried to not have my parents catch us. But now it's just like, because I did one with Addie. But the funny thing about the one with Addie was just that he was just trying to like get out of his house and have nobody catch him. But
Well-
with me, it was just my dogs.
Well, like that. Look. So now you have Fern, right?
Mhm.
So you have to try and get out without Fern hearing you. And I have to get out without my kids hearing me. And then Naya has to leave my parents' house.
Everyone has like an assigned person. Well, you already told them all, so now it's not gonna work. I feel like Mez. No, you're a heavy sleeper, man. I was gonna say I feel like he'd catch you, but he'd probably be like,
No, I don't. I honestly, deadass, do not think May will catch me.
Fern will for sure know.
You think so? He's a light sleeper?
Yeah.
No way. So if you're like, he's like, May, booty.
I think he's just used to because I wake him up a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like if I wake up and he like sometimes I'll just wake up and if I notice like we're not cuddling, I'll just like tap him and he already knows.
Oh,
I
that's
feel like he'll be
cute.
like half awake, half not, but I'll just tap him and he'll be like, yeah.
No, Alex will, like, Ella sometimes will be crying. And she'll be like crying. And I'm like, oh, and then I'll be like, May. Like, May.
Shut up.
And I will literally have to like shake him and he will not
Oh,
wake
hell
up.
no,
And then
not
eventually he's like, oh, and I'm like, Ella's crying. He's like, And he just like runs and go gets Ella.
I'm
Yes, that
dead.
happens a lot, man.
He's trying to talk. His mic doesn't even work.
He's disconnected. He can't talk right
Talk
now.
more shit. Just kidding.
Today's the day.
I know.
Well, I do have another irrational fear.
What?
This one still gets me. I feel like this stems from our childhood.
What?
I think it's your fucking fault.
What?
When I'm going sorry.
Oh, I already know what you're gonna
When
say.
I'm going up or downstairs and it's particularly like nighttime or it's like oscuro, babe, I'm like I still feel like something's gonna like either jalar my patas or there's somebody chasing me. And like this is like a real fear because I used to have nightmares about it. I used to have nightmares about Scream. What did they call him?
Scream. The one with the long face?
Yeah.
Scream.
The Scream character chasing me down the stairs at Jefferson.
Just
where
because
we
I would
used to
lie
live.
and I'd be like, hurry, hurry, someone's coming. Or like, I'd always say things like
Yes,
that.
He would give us hella like ansia. So I remember to this day, like if I'm like just going up the stairs and it's dark, like when you turn off all your lights downstairs and you're like going upstairs. I get so scared. Fuck you. That's your fault.
I thought you were going to say a different one.
What? You have another one?
I want to see if you guys remember. Not you guys,
The
but
Pompi
you.
con lentes.
No, but it's in the same like realm and world. I thought you were going to say that you have a fear of me like walking behind you. Because like.
That unlocked memories.
What?
Because he would always spank us.
Yes.
Fuck you for that.
I thought that's what you were gonna say, but I had a thing. I feel like even now I do it to Fern all the time, but I have a thing for like spanking butts.
Since he was little, where did that come from, Louie?
But it's
all
just
the
to you
nalgadas que
guys.
te daban my parents.
It's just to you guys, and I remember I would always spank Yoatzi and Andrea's butts, or I would purposely go behind them, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
always to the point where they would walk in front of me with their hand
With
on
our
their
hands
butt.
in our butt. Every
Yeah.
time we knew Louie was gonna be behind us and we
Uh-huh.
were going up the stairs, we'd automatically, like, no doubt, just put our hands covering our butt because we already knew.
Yeah.
Especially when we were going up the stairs, we don't know what anxiety would come to him, and he would just be like, "Tas, tas, tas," like hitting
Yeah,
our
like,
butt.
like, all hard.
Yes.
But it was even to like my mom.
It was to
my mom, I'd be like,
everyone.
and she'd be like, a mí no me estás haciendo eso. And I'm like, nice.
And it was always a thing, or like we'd just casually be like standing there, and he'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I don't know. I think it was just because like spanking, like every time you were gonna get a spanking, you already knew it was going to your butt. So for me, it was just like or something.
I
don't
think it
know.
stemmed honestly from like, te voy a dar una pinche nalgada.
Uh-huh. Or like my parents sometimes would look at us and they'd do like the little hand swing. If you guys are listening, they'd just be like,
Did your guys' parents ever do that, or was that just our parents? The little hand. So our parents would put their hands like eye level, and they just kind of swing it like back and forth.
like the way
And they give us a look like,
and
"Vas
look,
a
yeah,
ver."
the hand gesture and look was giving very much like, "Tu madre una bien buena."
Bien
Oh,
buena cuando lleguemos a la casa.
no, the one phrase that my parents would always say, I say to this day that like I love, would be like, "Tú eres una bien buena que se te vas a acordar de mí." Oh my God, that one brings back fears, but
That
I
was
loved
my
when my mom,
mom.
she's like, "Vas a ver, se te vas a acordar de mí."
Te vas
That
a
one.
acordar de mí. But like so dead ass
So dead ass
serious.
serious.
Too. Like we'd be at the store, be like, te vas a acordar de mí. Ay, on novela.
I know.
Te vas a acordar de mí.
Or my mom would be like, when like, I don't know if you were like picking at my mom or something, she'd be like, "Eres bien chingaquedito."
Eres
Like,
bien chinga que. I think these are all just Louie, guys. My mom would always tell
I
that
know,
to Louie.
me.
It was just him. She'd be like, eres bien chingaquedito, ¿verdad?
Because like I'd be doing something that she told me not to, or I'd like purposely just do things to annoy her or something, and she'd like just under her breath, she's like, "Eres bien chingaquedito." And I was like, "Mom," like once I got older, I was like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "It's what it," but it's because she would say it as one word, chingaquedito, so I didn't
Mhm.
get it.
Yeah.
But once I slowed it down, I was like, "Oh, like chingaquedito, like you're slowly bugging, like you're getting
Like you're
me there.
picking. You're
picking,
poking at the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it translates to in English. Like you're just like fucking with them. Like quedito, quedito till they like
Yeah.
fucking pop.
But now it's like a funny thing where like if I'm doing things to be dumb and be funny, she'll just like laugh and be like, "Eres bien chingaquedito." Like another one that I love that my mom would always say. I don't know if you remember this one. You're like, "Ya me tienes hasta el
Tope.
tope."
Again, this was just to Louie.
I know.
This was not us. But I remember just like me and Andrea would just be sitting on the side and she'd be like, "Ay, Luis, ya me tienes hasta el tope." And she'd literally tap her forehead so hard
Mhm.
to like express her anger towards Louie. And Louie just be like, mm-hmm.
Where I would hear all of these sayings at once would be at church.
Oh.
My mom hated me at church. She would
Dude.
separate me because I'd be like fucking with it's because I didn't have anything to play with. I'm bored. So then I'd like sit down where like you put like your knees to rezar, and I'd be like fucking with it. And she'd like move you guys and put my mom and my dad in the middle of all of us. And then I'd still like look past them and look at Andrea and be like,
And we'd always be like, kind of like, just like, ¿cómo se dice? Like through the bottom, just like hitting each other.
Yeah.
Like, "Ñe." My mom would be like, yeah. Yeah, she's like, vas a ver cuando lleguemos a la casa.
yeah. And I'd be like,
Vas a ver. Or like her
I'd get
little, like, her little
scared.
low pinches on the bottom. She'd be like, oh,
Ay,
little
sí.
facecito.
And she knew not to pinch me hard enough because I would yell. All right? And then everybody at church was going to stare at her.
So she'd have to do like
I'd
a
be
little,
like,
a
yeah.
little gentle one. But
Yeah.
you know what? Either at church was crazy moments for Louis because either one, he would be very like crazy where my mom would like absolutely have it, or he would fall asleep.
Yeah, I'd fall asleep. I'm all right.
My mom was like, yes, it's going to be a good church
I
day.
know.
When Louis would fall
I'd be
asleep.
like, why?
No, you would dead ass just like knock out on the bench. She'd be like,
Yeah, I'd be like, bye.
I recently went to a church with Alex's mom, and it was very nice because it was very different from our church.
So I'm switching religions.
No, I think it's a Catholic or Christian church.
I'm not Christian.
Well,
Alright.
they're very similar, but I feel like Catholic is a little bit more like they believe in like santos and stuff like that. And
I've
I
been to a
think,
Christian church.
yeah, it was like cute.
I liked it.
It was cute, but what I really liked was that they had a prison for kids.
What?
They had like a little room in the back.
What the heck?
Like a reading room, and it had little benches, but it had toys and it had books.
Oh, you might be
It's-
right.
But oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm confusing it. Not your church, the church that we used to go to with my dad's boss.
Oh, the
Remember?
one in Aptos.
Yes. I mixed them because they were like in the same location. They were both in Aptos. Sorry, completely mindfuck. But this church, I really liked it because they had a little room in the back with books. I don't think you went in there. They're like, no, tú te quedas con nosotros. But we would
Pero la
go
otra
back
no vuelve a invitar
there.
me.
Yeah. And even once I went with Travis.
Oh, okay.
And it's cool because it's like a soundproof box so the kids can be
Oh.
yelling. And there's a glass window so they can still see the church. They can see everything that's happening.
Okay, so jail. I know. Did you see man? He was like,
But I was there with my son. Like the
Yeah.
moms are welcome to go in there with the kids. And the kids are just playing, making noise, and they're not disrupting church.
that's cool because, like,
And
yeah,
they could
literally
play.
with my ADD ass, I could not sit there for that long. Like, you just sit there and listen. I'd be like,
And it's like an hour long.
and I was a kid, so I had even more. Now I know how to contain myself, but at the time, I was like,
Yeah. And
was going
that's like a lot
crazy.
of little kids. But
yeah. But yeah, that was a little trip down memory lane. I remember another one that my dad would always tell me when I was behaving bad or something. And like now I say it to my dogs. But he'd be like, vámonos, vámonos, chingada madre, vámonos. My dad would tell me, I wonder if he knows that that's why I say it.
Probably not.
But my dad, when like I would be in trouble, or if I was doing the most, or they'd send me to my room or something, he'd go like that. I couldn't even understand what the fuck he was saying. It was like gibberish at that point. But he'd like snap his fingers and be like, vámonos, corre, corre, chingada madre, vámonos, vámonos, vámonos.
Vete a tu cuarto, vete a tu
Yeah,
cuarto,
like
vámonos,
that. But like literally as fast as I'm saying it right now. Like it was just a combobulation of words. So now when I see my girls and if they are behaving bad or they pooped or peed or something, I'm like, vámonos, ahora sí, chingada. And immediately they put their ears back and they're like, bitch.
They
Like,
already
they know I'm
know.
mad.
But my dad does that to them too.
Yeah, I feel like now we use it to the dogs.
Yeah, because when my mommy had her doggies, may they rest in peace. Our little girlies, my dad, we've talked about it before. My dad does not like pets. He doesn't touch dogs or anything like that. I don't know why le da como ansia.
Yeah.
So my dad would always help my mom by taking the girls outside to go to the bathroom. My mom's doggy. So he'd do the same thing. Like, vámonos, vámonos, vámonos para afuera, salte, salte para
And they'd be
afuera.
like, bitch.
And they'd be like, oh, they already knew. They would go like
Yeah.
with their little ears back. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's me to my dogs. Like they hear the snapping and like my voice and they're like, hurry, hurry.
Me and Louie actually we came up with we found out that we sing the same, there's like a same song or something that we do that you sing it to your girls. And I was like, I sing that to Ella.
Oh,
Remember we had
I
like a
was
little
singing
moment?
it. Which one was it?
I don't know. And then I was like, I sing it to Ella. And we're like,
We were
did
like,
we
what
get it from
the-
each other? Who said it first?
Yeah. Damn, I forgot.
Is it honey milk? No, it's not that
No, it's not
one.
that one.
If
Fuck,
if
if
we
it comes back to
remember,
us.
we'll let you guys know.
Yeah. We're talking about like little sayings and trauma that we pass down around generations. All right. I feel like there's one that I came up with that I do to Yoatzi's kids. All right, I'll hit your kids.
Which one? I'm scared.
No, I always like. Well, actually, I do it to my friends too. I'll do it to Fern a lot. All right. Or it's like, so my version of instead of like swinging your hand and being like the other una buena, I'll look at Yoatzi's kids or something when they're behaving bad, and I'll go like this, and I go. If you're not looking, if you're not watching, I basically
I
quietly,
hate
I don't
him.
say anything. I'll just look at them and I insinuate as if like pretend they're like their little pompies are up and pretending you're like pulling their underwear down and spanking them.
Or their little diaper.
Yeah, or their diaper. And I do that because in my way it's being like, te va a arder because I'm going to put your fucking underwear down. And
Te
it's
va a arder.
because like for me it's like almost like, okay, I'm going to pull your underwear and then
then-
it's going to be skin to skin. And it's like, obviously I've never actually spanked them or anything.
Right.
But like, or even like if Ella's like behaving bad, I'll look at her and I'll be like, and I'll do it. She'll be like, not
Yeah,
doing.
not
Even though
doing.
I've never put my hands on them.
No, I think it's like a joke.
It's just like a joke. And I feel like that's my version of being like,
You're
"Pero
so
no buena."
cute. I feel like Louis always plays with the kids, right? And you like,
Mhm.
you play with them like rough play almost.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's so cute because we used to have an uncle, mi tío Ira, that we used to like
Yeah.
rough play like with like that all the
Yeah.
time. Era como bien llevadito with us. So we would
Uh-huh.
always play. And to this day, he's like one of my favorite uncles.
hmm
And I feel like I was watching the other day that we were at my parents' house. I was watching Louis be that uncle for Ella and Travis because they were literally like jumping on Louis,
yeah.
like beating him
Look at
up.
attacking me.
They were literally, and then Louis was like jumping him back. He was like,
Yeah.
bitch. And like he would grab Ella and be like,
Yeah, I was,
but
like,
just
spanking
kidding.
her.
And the kids are just cracking up. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, my kids are going to be like my silly, crazy uncle, tío. Tío, what does Ella call you?
silly uncle gay, uncle.
No, Ella calls you Chewies.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Chewy. She'll be
She
like,
was,
or she'll
"Chewy."
see me or if I scare her, she'll be like, Chewy.
Yeah, like that.
that.
She's like, you scared me.
Yeah, like that.
Chewies.
Yeah, it was funny because like it's like rough play, but like they think it's funny, so it's bad by me. I just
No,
like,
they love it and they play like that with Alex too,
Yeah.
but they know not to play like that with me
yeah.
because I'm like, I like it hurts.
Man, they're all
I
gonna
don't
beat
like
you
it.
up.
And that reminds me of my mom because we used to rough play with my dad a lot, and my
Mhm.
mom would always be like, "Yo no juego así. Ustedes saben que conmigo no
Ay,
se juega así."
sí.
Remember? And we'd be like, okay.
My
So we knew
mom.
she was like, "Yo no me llevo con ustedes."
Uh-huh. Ew,
Like
you're fucking
that.
unlocking trauma. That's what my mom would always. My dad's always been like the funnier. My mom's really funny too, but you have to get her in her right mood
Yeah.
to wanna actually engage with the funniness. But my mom's like passive aggressive funny, but my dad's just like us.
He's just like
silly.
naturally funny, but my dad would literally like rough play with us. I feel like that's the most cases with dads though.
Yeah.
Dads are like they love to rough play with their kids. And moms are more like, let me tickle you, let me read you a book, like little
Yeah.
cutesy. I do not like when my kids jump on me. I'm like, ah! I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll sit down and I'll play like Barbies with Ella
Mhm.
or like do little puzzles with Travis, stuff like that. But I'm like, do not jump on me. I'm like, it's gonna hurt
Yeah, you see, I can't do that. I can't sit there and like play something. 'Cause
You're like,
I'm
I'll jump your kids.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just like, Mora. I get bored really easily. So I'm like, I'm not doing this.
No, he's cute, you guys. And then he'll like go to the backyard and he'll like chase the kids.
Oh, yeah, you see, like, I like actually playing.
Yeah, you like
I
actually playing. I like to
Yeah.
sit down. I'll like paint with them.
I know. Or I hate when Travis is like, you want to play a game with me? I'm like, I know. Let's go
Mhm.
outside. All right.
Yeah, like that's boring. Let's
Yeah.
go play outside. New fear unlocked for Yoatzi
Hey, all these
2025.
fears.
I'm just fucking scared ass pussy bee.
You're all reading yourself.
No, this one I feel really stupid though because I used to judge my mom for it really bad.
My mom has a lot.
I'm turning into my
For
mother.
real, huh?
I'm literally turning into my mother, you guys. I feel like I would judge her on this all the time. It's when we used to go to amusement parks. She fucking hated roller coasters and rides, and she still does to this day.
Don't tell me you're hating them. Just stupid. Just kidding.
I'm
What?
literally evolving into my child, my
I
mother.
know.
I'm so mad about it too. I'm really fucking mad about it. So I've always been like a thrill seeker. I love rides. I've always loved rides. My dad and mom would always take us to Disney, Six Flags, Great America. We'd be like, "Ah," loving rides.
Uh-huh.
I've always been that way. And maybe last year around this time, me and Alex went to Six Flags. We went to Horror Nights at Six Flags.
Uh-huh.
And this has never in my life happened to me, you guys, ever. I don't know if I told you about it yet, Louis. But we went on this ride where it's just you're hanging. We've been on those all the time. You're like just strapped in from the top. You're sitting on like this little thing and your patitas are like floating around.
Yeah.
We went on this ride. I don't know why. As we were going up, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking die.
Oh.
I swear. I was like, I'm going to fucking die. The ride's going to fucking open. I'm going to die. This is it. I'm going to die. I literally, like, my brain wouldn't shut the fuck up. And that's never happened to me before. I'm
Yeah.
always like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is going to be the best drop of my life. No, bitch. It was just negative thoughts. Tell me why that was the longest ride of my fucking life. And I was like, get me the fuck out of here. Like,
You're
I was
panicking.
holding on to dear life. And I was like, please, God, I don't want to die the whole time, bitch. And I was telling Alex, I was like, I don't know if it was dark because it was at nighttime. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't know if it was because it was nighttime. I don't know if because my feet were dangling, but I was like, I never want to experience that again. Like, I was freaking the fuck out. So whatever, I was pregnant, so I didn't go on any more rides. I was maybe like a month pregnant at that time, maybe 2 months, I don't know. And then time passed, and then recently we went to Vegas with our mom friends and dad friends. And you know how the New York has a roller coaster?
Yes.
Again, I was like, I want to go on a ride. I haven't been on a ride because I was pregnant this whole fucking time. I'm so excited. And then I was like a little buzzed, nothing crazy. So I was like, this is gonna be so fucking fun. I can't wait. Cause the last time I went on that roller coaster, I was buzzed and I had the time of my life.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I'm gonna go on it. Bitch, we went on it. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Same thing happened. When I was
What?
going up, it started happening again. And I was like, oh my God, there's a big ass fucking loop. What if it unlocks and I fucking eat shit and I die? And I just started saying all those fucking things in my head, and I hate it because like I can't control them. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, Yoatzi, think rational. Nothing's gonna fucking happen. You're fine. But that little bit of like anxiety is like, nope, it's gonna open. You're gonna die, and only you're gonna die. Like nobody else is gonna die. You're gonna fall. You're gonna splat, and like Final Destination is happening in my head. Like all this shit, and I was trying so hard to have fun, and I was like, no, I can have fun. I was like, wee! I was like
Yeah.
pretending to have fun, but bitch, I was not having fun.
Panicking?
Yeah, I was not having fun. And then the ride stopped and I was so sad. And I was like, am I turning into my mom and now I can't get on rides?
Ew.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
catty.
that. I don't like that.
Because the only time I experienced that is during carnival rides. I will not get on a carnival ride ever,
Right.
ever, ever, ever. If maybe I'll do the ones, and even that I might even say no. The ones where like you just sit and it spins.
Ay, no. Hell no.
That,
Todo
but-
mareado.
Oh yeah, but then that me mareo. But I get that fear only on carnival rides. So carnival rides are an absolutely not for me. Like
Mm-mm.
there's no negotiate. I don't care what you do or what you say. I will not go on a carnival ride because of that fear of ahí voy a quedar.
Yeah.
But with like actual amusement parks and stuff, I don't have that fear. And I feel like I'd be very sad if I did have that fear.
And that's like the boat that I'm on because it's like a stupid ass fucking fear of mine because it's never happened. I've always loved rides. So I don't understand where it's coming from. And I'm telling you guys, I feel so stupid because I was always judging my mom, like, well, how are you afraid of rides? Like,
Yeah.
it's so fun. Like, nothing's ever gonna happen. And my mom was to the point where she like shakes and
Mm.
she literally cannot go on a ride. And I'm like, am I gonna turn into just like being really afraid of them? Or like, I don't know. And it's so sad because me and Alex recently talked about like, hey, we should go on a date to Six Flags and just me and you and get on all these rides together. So when I told him recently, I was like, babe, I think I'm gonna be afraid of rides now. I don't know. I don't like how I've been feeling. He's like, so no Six Flags. And I was like, I don't think
Man's
so.
like, I can't have nothing.
He's like, damn it, I'm gonna have to go with just Louie then.
For real. I'm like, I'll go. All right.
Yeah, but I'm really sad about it. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep trying to go on rides. I want to take Travis to Universal Studios, so I'm gonna try getting on those rides.
Those are cute. It's not a real ride.
I
but
feel
they'll
like it
do.
might just be roller coasters that are like fucking with me. I don't know
So
why.
you're my mom. Because my mom literally gets on everything except roller coasters.
Right.
Right. Like that. She'll get on like the little cute ones.
It's because se pasan de verga. They're so high up now.
I like it. All right.
And before I used the higher, the crazier, the funner
Yeah.
they were. And I'm like, I don't like this.
I don't feel like I really have irrational fear. That right? I'm like only dumb people.
Only dumbasses like you.
I don't know if this is considered. No, I don't think this is a rational fear. I think this is more like OCD.
What?
Siempre me pasa where it happens almost every single day, and I'm over it. I forget whether I locked the door or not.
That's OCD.
It is OCD, huh? It's not a rational fear.
I think that's OCD.
So like I'll literally be like, I just locked the fucking door, you guys. And I'll get in my car and I'm like, did I lock the door? I have to get off and go check.
It's like a little routine.
Always. And it's gotten to the point where sometimes out loud I have to be like, I locked the door. I have to say it like that loud so that my brain can hear it and process it.
You're lying.
I swear. I'll be like, I locked the door as I'm locking it.
All by
so that-
himself.
Yeah.
I locked the door.
I can't say it in my brain because it just won't register. I have to out because then I'll remember me being like, oh, I remember feeling stupid when I had to say it out loud. It's always with the door or my garage.
Your garage.
With my garage, I'll forget to. I've never, not once, knock on wood, not once have I ever left my door unlocked. Not once have I ever left my garage open. But it's been to the point where like I'm fully down the street or I'm running late to an appointment or something. I'm like, Dad, can you go check if my garage is down?
You're lying.
Yeah, my dad will have to drive to my house to be like, your garage is closed.
Ah.
I swear, because I'll fully be convinced. I'm like, my garage is fully open right now.
Oh my gosh. I just
Yeah.
remembered maybe a few years ago, is when I lived. You're not gonna remember. But I lived in this house and my neighbors, do you remember our neighbors left and they left their garage open for like 3 days.
Oh shit.
And they were our front neighbors right away. So me and Alex were genuinely concerned because I was thinking the worst. Me, because I fucking watched too much true crime. And I was like, oh my God, they probably got fucking murdered in there. And their garage has been open. Instead of thinking rationally, like they left, they're probably on vacation. They haven't been back in 3 days. So their garage stayed open. Their garage literally stayed open for like 3-4 fucking days. And me and Alex were getting to the point like, should we call the police?
Yeah.
Or like, should we be chismosos and be like, hello, your garage is
Hell
open.
no. That'd be scary.
But then they came back and they closed their garage. So I'm like, these airheads left on vacation and they left their garage open for the whole weekend.
Imagine when they came back.
Right. They're probably like, oh shit. But I'm pretty sure none of the neighbors did anything crazy, right? Thankfully. Because they never called the cops or anything. So I'm sure they were like, we just left the garage open. Nobody broke in. Thank God.
That's when you
Yeah.
have all your neighbors' numbers.
Yeah, honestly. And that's when I thought about it. I'm like, damn, I should have had their number and be like, hey, you guys left your garage open. But no, I was shy. I was scared.
Yeah, my OCD, I guess, is so bad that it happens with my car too. I hate it. I'll be so far and I'm like, oh, did I lock my car? So like I would have to leave the store to go lock my car or hear it from afar. But now that's on my phone, the phone app.
Oh,
That has helped my OCD. If it is even OCD, I'm all self-diagnosing. I'll just open the app and it says locked and I'll be like, I know that's right.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I'm gonna get my doorknob changed so
To
that
one
I
of
have like the one that
mine.
you have, so that I could just check on the app when it's closed.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting a camera on my garage so that
This-
I could just see, because
There you
my
go.
current camera doesn't get my garage, and I have sensors everywhere except my garage. Actually, I have it on my garage door. It'll be like door
Ding,
open,
ding. Yeah.
but I just need to see that the fucking thing is
The
down.
garage is closed.
I'll fully be out of my neighborhood and I have to make a U-turn to go drive back. And I know sometimes I'm like, my neighbors are probably like, "Ay, este."
The pinche loquito.
Yeah, they're like, "Ay, no, este nomás dándose vueltas."
No, bitch.
Just all the time.
I'm pretty sure my neighbors probably think the same thing. Like, esta pendeja. Because I'll literally be leaving. And then me and Alex are like, fuck, we forgot, I don't know, diaper. So then we have to come back. And our neighbors are currently our front door neighbors, not the mean witch neighbor, eh? My really nice front door neighbors. They're currently like remodeling their house.
Mhm.
So they have a bunch of construction workers outside. And I get so embarrassed because I'll
have to go
leave.
back.
And then I'm like, oh, they're going to be like, pendeja se le olvidó algo.
Yeah.
And I have to come back.
That's me.
And I'm like, damn it. But yes, if you guys forget to lock your doors or you're like freaking out, I highly recommend what we have. It's like a little doorknob that connects to your whole house.
Mhm.
And it locks your door. But if you're like leaving and you're like, fuck, I didn't lock my house, you
Just
can
lock
like
it.
pull it up and then you can lock it.
Or unlock it from there.
Yeah, and my alarms too. My alarms I can arm and disarm from my phone. So
Yeah, I
that's
need
really
that.
helpful. You need that.
Yeah.
It
Well,
just
that sounds
makes
right.
gives you that peace of mind.
You don't even need to have your house key.
Yeah, I don't carry a house key. I just have my phone. That's my house key.
Need that because I always get locked down.
I'm like, that sucks, Louie.
Yeah. That was funny. Honestly, I'm really glad that you guys brought up the story about our neighbor, and I hope you guys got a little like insight on that and why it was scary and whatnot. So, with that information, now rewatch the clip and you'll understand why we were so freaked out.
Yeah, you guys are totally gonna get it. Just imagine what we fucking told you.
Yeah, a creepy neighbor at night on its bicycle, and I
Really?
hated that
Oh,
it was a bicycle.
Yeah, I
That would
hate
make it more creepy.
You know why? Probably because of Saw, the Murillo in the little tricycle.
The Murillo.
The
Babe, you said the Murillo.
The Murillo.
You're like the Murillo one.
It's all
Babe.
Britney.
It's all Britney and then
And
Breeze right
Bree.
on top of her. Just in here.
Guys, clip this and
I
it's the
s-
Murillo twins.
No, I swear, watch click back and you said the Murillo instead of the Murillo.
I said Monillo.
No, I heard Murillo.
Well, all right, the Murillo twins.
It's like Bree, Brit, and Mo.
Mo on the little tricycle.
I'm fucking dead. But yeah, rewatch that clip. We'll repost it so you guys can see our fear and why that shit was so scary. But I don't claim any negative energy from this episode.
Right.
All
But also, if you guys have any questions from our past videos and you're like, explain,
yeah.
we'll explain the lore.
Yeah. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode. And we'll see you guys at
On
our
the
live
next
show. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, not yet.
On the next one. Bye.